Yo, Bulls fans, we are back, and the Chicago Bulls just signed Terry Taylor to be on the roster, and currently the Bulls have 18 people on this roster, including the 3 under the 2-way contracts. We're going to get into that right after this. Alright, Bulls fans, we are back, and the Chicago Bulls just made a move. They have signed Terry Taylor back to the team, and we currently have 18 people on the roster, and 3 players under the 2-way contracts. And could this mean that the Bulls are going to waive Carlik Jones? And, there's been questions about Carlik Jones not coming back. The Bulls may be waiving him and all that. And could this be a sign that they are going to waive him? Because part of his contract is partially guaranteed, and they have like a certain amount of time to pick that up. I'm not sure when the deadline is to pick that up, but could this mean that they are not going to pick it up? And the Bulls could have used, and I didn't really see any information on if it was a 2-way contract or if he was signed to the actual NBA roster, which I highly doubt was the roster, like a roster spot, because I honestly think Carlik Jones will be waived and Terry Taylor will take that spot, because Urlaub Bitum will eventually be. I think Urlaub Bitum will be waived, or not waived, brought up to the NBA level, and his contract will be changed to a full NBA contract, and I think he'll get all the NBA minutes and stuff. But Terry Taylor joined the Bulls in 2022 after signing a 2-way contract. Terry Taylor, he played 26 games with the Pacers before coming over to the Bulls, and he only played 5 games with the Bulls, averaging 4 points per game and about 1.5 rebounds per game, and he only played 7 minutes through those 5 games, which isn't bad. Those numbers are not bad at all. He also played most of his time on the Windy City Bulls when he was playing with the Bulls, and he averaged 20 points per game, about 2 assists per game, and about 12 rebounds per game, all in about 34 minutes per game being played, and he was a starter. And honestly, those numbers are actually pretty good. I mean, he can rebound the ball, and he can definitely score. He definitely can get in the paint and get boards whenever he wants. And honestly, by the numbers, I never really watched any of the Windy City Bulls games, but 20 points per game, I mean, he's balling. I mean, he can do his thing down in the G League, but we never really 100% got to see what he could do at the NBA level, and that's kind of a big question. And I think he could definitely be developed into a good player, maybe a role player coming off the bench, 3-and-D maybe even a board getter. And I mean, he's been showing that in the G League. But my biggest thing is definitely the thing I've been talking about with the roster. There's 18 players on the roster now, and 3 are under the 2-way contracts. So we have one person's going to have to go. And in my opinion, I think it's going to be Carlik Jones. I think Carlik Jones is going to get waived, and I think that Terry Taylor will take his spot for that 2-way contract, and Carlik Jones is going to have to go find a different team. But I think that's how it's going to go. And honestly, I think Terry Taylor has a lot of upside, and I think there's a lot of things that we can get from him, but we really have to develop him right and really play him at his strong suits and what he can do best. The Bulls' developmental system is not the greatest, but it's going to have to get better, because Terry Taylor's he's a decent player, and I think he can develop into a very solid and nice role player for the Chicago Bulls. But the developmental system really has to improve for that to even happen. But that is going to be all for this one, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. Hit that sub button for more Bulls and Cubs content, and see red. Peace.